All right, guys, so I'm desperately trying to get everything nice and clean before Christmas. My washing machine had a funny musty smell, so I'm running through a cleaning cycle in here. And when I zoomed right in, once the water stopped swooshing around, you could see that it was actually dirty. So I was kind of fascinated by this because I'm like, man, this is there's no dirty clothes in here. And we're running it through a cleaning cycle. I added a little bit of bleach into the dispenser, and this is what we have. You can literally see once the water goes a little bit still under the bubbles, it's brown. So that's crazy. So if you haven't ran your washing machine through a cleaning cycle in a while, you might want to do that. All right, so we recently upgraded Cohen's mattress. I wanted to share this with you guys because if you have a teenager, you know how important it is for them to have a good sleep, especially with how busy and active they are. We switched him to the Eagle Home Black 10-inch hybrid mattress, and honestly, this mattress is so comfortable. He's been having the best sleeps. It has the comfort of a memory foam, but the added support from the individually pocketed springs underneath, and that combo is exactly what you need to have an amazing night's sleep. The top has their anti-heat graphene cover, which helps regulate temperature. My boys sleep hot. We like to keep it cool in their bedrooms at night. Even I like it that way. And this mattress keeps the surface way cooler and way more breathable. And the cover is antibacterial and odor resistant, which is honestly amazing for a teen boy's room. It just stays way fresher. And inside you get that copper gel aero fusion foam, which gives pressure relief without feeling too soft or sinking in. But what really makes the hybrid version different is the pocketed spring system. Each spring moves independently, so it gives really targeted support for the back and hips, which is great if your teen plays sports or is constantly sore and stiff. And even for us parents, you start getting those aches and pains in the mornings if you're laying in bed too long. So those individually pocketed springs really help. And the motion isolation is really good too. So even if you are rolling around a lot, the bed stays stable instead of bouncing. And the other thing I love is that the hybrid construction gives him a bit more support and lift. It feels supportive, but it's still comfortable and cushy on top. It's that perfect balance of not too firm and not too soft. The setup was super easy. It came compressed in a box. We unrolled it and expanded it right away. He laid on it that night and actually commented on how supportive it felt, which teens usually don't notice these things, so that says a lot. And of course, it comes with a 100-night home trial, free shipping, free returns, and a 10-year warranty. So you really can't go wrong. It's also Certipure US certified, made in the USA, which I love mentioning because a lot of things are not made in the USA anymore. So if you're refreshing your kids' room or anybody needs a new mattress that actually supports them, definitely check this one out. I will leave the link and discount information down below the description box. They are having a great sale right now for Black Friday. We had our first decent snowfall, and we want to keep the deck shoveled off so that we have access to use it over the winter. So I just wanted to make sure that, I got to the snow before it gets packed down. So it just took 10 minutes just to get some fresh air, clean off the snow before it gets too heavy and too packed down. So the sun is shining and it's not too cold out, so I didn't really need to wear a sweater or put gloves on. So I'm just going to get this done before I head inside and do some decorating. So I wanted to do the back deck and also the front porch. Also, we wanted to get the railing put around the deck before the snow hit, but we didn't get to that. So that's another big reason why we need to keep this cleared off, because as soon as Jeff gets some spare time, he was going to throw up the railings. We found the ones that we wanted. They're at Home Depot. They have the nice sections. They're really, nice and modern looking, but time is a huge factor. So as long as we keep this cleaned off, he should be able to tackle that whenever we have a little bit of time. And now we're just heading to the front. It's not quite as big as the back deck. This is the one that we had stained black. I can't remember if I showed you guys the final result of what it looked like after we finished the staining. So this was just like the back deck, like a wood color, and then we went ahead and we stained it a black color, like right in the nick of time before the cold weather set in. So I love the way this looks. It just looks a lot more like modern and sleek, super nice. So I haven't done garland in the kitchen since we moved into this house. I've always wanted to do it, but our garland was in storage. And since we started cleaning out the storage unit, I did find a bin full of garland. I know I still have another giant garbage bag full of garland that I used to put on our railings in the old house. So that's still in storage. But for now, we have these ones. Now, these are battery powered ones. I ended up testing out each one of them. A couple sections didn't work. So I was debating if I should take off the lights and then just hang it and then string my own lights on. What ended up happening was I think I had four or five of these sections. Two of them didn't work. So I was able to get enough sections up that they all worked. But once I turned the lights on, I found that they were like the old style LED lights. So they looked very like harsh on the eyes. I love that soft glow of the old vintage Christmas lights. So that's the look I was going for. So what I ended up doing is I didn't want to like de-string the lights that were already on them. So I just hung them up the way it was, and I didn't turn on the LEDs, and I strung my own old style colored Christmas lights. So that's what I planned to do, and I love the way it turned out. I'll show you guys what it looks like. I also wanted to put my joy sign up here. It's like a perfect fit in this spot on my fan hood above the stove. So that's going here, and it's got battery lights. And then we'll go ahead and get the windows all strung up with the garland, and I'll show you guys the end result. Here it is, guys. I love the look of this. I don't care about like having everything matchy and white and perfect anymore. I just want it to be cozy and vintage and comfortable. So we are going with the old 80s, 90s style Christmas. The kids love it so much better. It brings awesome vibes to me. Like it just reminds me of, my cozy childhood, and reminds me of Christmas when Christmas was so magical. So yeah, I basically dropped the idea of trying to make sure that everything matches and everything looks stylish, because that's not really cool anymore. What's cool is decorating with what makes you happy. Jeff is just getting home from picking up the boys, and I just really wanted to get this area at the back door cleaned up. We never really used this back door as much other than to head out onto the back deck. But ever since we stained the front deck, the front porch area, like it looks super nice and clean, and I don't want to mess anything up out there with footprints and whatnot, especially with the house being for sale. So we are using the back door a lot right now. So that's why we have this rug here, because of the snow and the sand. And the only thing that bugs me is all the shoes, because it's not really, there's no mud room around here. It's not really supposed to be an entrance that you use all the time, but for now that's what we're going to use. So I'm just trying to make it as clean and organized as I can. And speaking of not buying extra stuff, I do need to get new couches. I remember you guys told me when I got these white couches how I was going to be sorry. Yep, I'm definitely sorry, but luckily they were from a sponsor, so I didn't have to pay for them. They are lovely couches, but definitely not the right fit for my family, for my boys. They're like filthy. So I have them covered with blankets right now. So I would like to get new couches, but I don't really want to go ahead and buy anything while the house is for sale because there's just no point. We're just gonna have to be moving them. So unless I do another sponsored video with another company, I won't be getting any new couches at this time. Who knows? Things can change, but right now that's the plan. Okay, and you guys are going to think I'm going like on this big financial rant, but like when you really start to think deeply about things, like I did calculations one day on if you spend like $40 on a shirt, if you would take that $40 and invest it for 20 years, what that would turn into, you guys don't even want to know because it's shocking. So every time you go to spend on something, and I'm not saying you have to live super cheap. I'm just saying, when you have things already, don't go more. These lights are super long, so I had to go both ways, like there and back. I kind of wish that it was just the one because I feel like it's too much having to go back. So I'm probably going to end up taking these, but I just wanted to see what it would look like with that nice glow in the window. Definitely, like I love the way it looks with going one way, two ways. It's just like way too bright. It takes away from the Christmas tree. That you guys can't see it right now because I'm not done the tree, but later in this video you will see how the tree is all done. And yeah, I don't like how it looks, so I'm gonna end up taking it down. All right, for our tree, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the tree skirt around it. We ended up going with a tree. It's a real tree. We got it at Home Depot. I kind of wanted to go find one in the forest this year because that's what we used to do when I was a kid, but the boys were just eager to get the tree and they were a pretty good price. I think this tree was like $50 from Home Depot. So the trees that were, I think it was like 6 to 7 feet, they were $50, and then the ones that were like 7.5 to 9 feet were $75. We ended up going with this one because we thought it was pretty tall, but now that we got it set up in here, it's a little shorter than I would have liked to have it. It still looks good. This is my like baby ornament from when I was born, so that's an heirloom. We're gonna put that on the tree. But anyway, yeah, so the tree is a little bit shorter than we wanted it to be. We tried to boost it on the stand as much as we could. It's cute, it's cozy, whatever. We're just gonna make it work. At least we saved $25. And we're gonna go with the tinsel on the tree this year also. Colored lights, mismatched ornaments, all the cozy vibes from all the decorations that we've had over the years, from my kids, from when I was a kid. So it's all just going on the tree. I'm not caring about the aesthetic look. We are going for cozy, meaningful, and vintagey. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the tinsel on the tree now. At first the kids were kind of like, oh, I don't know, should we do the tinsel? I did do it last year, but I think they kind of forgot how it looked. So once I started putting it on, and then especially once I turned the light off, it's crazy how the tinsel adds like a beautiful reflection. Like it reflects the lights and it just makes it so sparkly and pretty. So this is how it looks like. My cats love the bottom of the tree. They are actually not bothering with the decorations, which is amazing, but they look like little decorations themselves. They love the tree skirt because it's soft and cozy. But yeah, that's it. So that's what I got decorated in this video. I'm not doing a whole lot more decorations because the house is for sale, but we've made it cute, cozy, and comfortable for like a nice homey Christmas. So that's it for today's video, you guys. I've got some more videos coming up in the works, so make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that little notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my future videos, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Bye!